The cost of devastating wildfires that swept through Knysna and parts of the Garden Route continued to rise. 4 people have lost their lives, including a 3-year-old child. Over 150 structures, including homes and schools, have been destroyed. Yesterday, the fires were brought under control, but high winds had prevented the SANDF helicopters from flying in to help fight the fires. Close to 10,000 people were evacuated in one of the worst disasters ever experienced in the province. Let's cross over to our SABC reporter now, Lerato Tipa, for an update. Lerato, good morning to you. I believe that you're coming to us now from a temporary centre that's been set up for people that have been displaced. Talk to us a little bit more about where you are.
Yes, a very good morning to you, and there are about 6 of these centres that were set up all around Knysna to assist people who are either directly or indirectly affected by the fires. And the family that I'm with now is a family of 6 who actually have been here since Wednesday after a fire fled where they stay, and they were obviously forced to move out of there. It is a mother, a daughter, her partner, and also 3 kids, understandably, who have taken shelter at this place where they have been given everything from food to blankets, but obviously they want to go home. We spoke to various people at various centres yesterday saying that although they appreciate the love and support and being placed in centres like anyone else, they want to go home. But you also understand that, Leanne, going home isn't as easy as it is said, because back home there is still no water or electricity. So for some of them, this place has also become a home away from home. But it all has been for the past 2 days, Leanne, about the humans that have been affected. We hear of the stats of houses that have burnt down. But over the past 2 days, we've experienced the more emotional side about these stories, about the story. People who literally were evacuated from their homes, some of them whose homes burnt down and have taken refuge in such centres. So let's hear from them how the past few days has been for them, and then also how forward they are looking to going back home. Good morning, Marita. Tell us briefly, you've been here for the past 2 days. How has it been to be at the centre, and also how was the fire? How did you experience that, and how was that ordeal for you and your family? Okay, obviously a bit emotionally and understandably, but I'll just tell you briefly about their stories. Obviously a bit emotional. They've been here for the past 3 days. Understand the emotions are quite high, but this family stays in a very coloured area in the deep townships of Knysna, and she was saying that they woke up and around them they literally opened their door and there was fires, and then within 2 seconds they were literally forced to get out of their homes, not knowing if they got back, if the stuff at their homes would still be there. But luckily their home survived. The homes around them literally all burned down, but their home survived. So they've been here for the past 3 days. Marita was just saying to me that one thing she's really grateful for is the help and the assistance that they've got every single day. They've had 3 meals, they have had blankets, they have people coming up to check how are they doing physically just outside, and they were emergency personnel who go around room to room asking, are they feeling well? Marita in particular, because of the smoke that she inhaled, her voice also is a bit distorted. So that has really been the nice aspect to this entire ordeal for the past 2 days, just to see how various people from Port Elizabeth to Cape Town have just come together to say how can they help, providing blankets, providing soup, providing bread, all that they could do to make sure that people like Marita and others that are at the centres are also well taken care of. Throughout the day, we'll be giving you up-to-date information of how far they are with controlling the fire. Last night we saw that in various areas, because of the wind, the fire did flare up again, but we understand that they are trying to bring it under control. But like I said, and this is about the human beings, those small little kids that have been affected, those people whose houses have been burned down, who have nothing, who now have to try and rebuild their lives as they try to go back to normality in what has been declared a disaster area.
All right, Lerato, we'll cross back to you once again and just send all our love and special care to those that you are with and those you come in contact with. A story that is developing very, very fast, and still a story with those fires going, and many people losing their entire lives in all of these fires.